senior government officials here present, distinguished guests and partners, good morning and welcome. Today, as we gather here to launch the merger of the Banque Populaire du Rwanda, BPR, and the Kenya Commercial Bank, KCB Rwanda, to become the BPR Bank Rwanda, I'm pleased to join you representing His Excellency President Paul Kagame, the President of the Republic of Rwanda. Before I talk about this launch itself, I would like to comment and highlight the key role played by the banking sector in our growth and financial inclusion. The banking sector is crucial to the growth of Rwanda's economy. It's the primary supplier of credit to individuals and firms, as well as the protection of depositors' assets. In 2021, the financial sector, which grew by 18%, contributed significantly to the 10.9% growth of Rwanda's economy. Distinguished guests, in addition to the role of banking sector in our growth, we cannot forget its role in financial inclusion. For example, more than 36% of adults in Rwanda, equivalent to 2.6 million people in Rwanda, are using banking services. This represents a growth of 1.1 million since 2016. We also know that in total, 93% of adults in Rwanda are financially included, with both formal and informal financial products. High uptake and usage of banking products has led to formal financial inclusion. The growth in the banking products or services was driven by both savings account and also transactional products, including credit facilities, products such as credit and overdraft. Distinguished guests, during this COVID pandemic period, we cannot talk about the role of the banking sector without mentioning its role in the economic recovery. As a part of Rwanda's recovery effort from COVID-19, the government of Rwanda established the Economic Recovery Fund to support the recovery process of businesses hit by COVID-19. In this regard, through the central bank, the government provided funds to banks and microfinance institutions. These funds supported in loan restructuring and recapitalization of businesses whose failure would negatively impact the resilience of the banking sector. The government commends the flexibility of commercial banks in restructuring loans for clients as a part of measures to help them to cope with the adverse effects of the pandemic. Distinguished guests, in addition to all efforts made to support financial sector development during the COVID period, the government of Rwanda put in place a program called Manufacture and Build to Recover program. This is a specific program aimed at stimulating economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic and scaling up the manufacturing sector. This program was established after realizing that lowering business costs is required to attract more investment in the economy, specifically in the manufacturing and construction sector with its spillover effect. As of today, 94 projects have applied for the program. Among these, 79 have been approved. The government of Rwanda expects the banking sector actors to continue to support this program through the provision of necessary credits to the approved project or businesses. You are our key partner in this journey. Distinguished guests, another sector contributing to our economy that we want our banking sector to actively support is the agriculture sector. The government of Rwanda has been investing very heavily in de-risking agriculture sector, and in this regard, it has put in place significant irrigation projects. Further, it is providing subsidies to agriculture input such as fertilizers, seed, artificial insemination, and other support to make agriculture profitable. The government of Rwanda is confident of the partnership with banks and the financial sector in general to play an important role in addressing the issue of low lending to agriculture sector. Distinguished guests and partners, let me now come back to the role of KCB has played in our development journey. In all this journey of banking sector development, I would like to commend the Kenya Commercial Bank, KCB Group, for continued investment of resources in Rwanda. KCB Group has been in Rwanda, as was mentioned by my other speakers, since December 2008. However, it has been in existence for over 100 years with a philosophy of serving local communities and facilitating their prosperity. We commend the bank's corporate social responsibility and sustainability initiatives that have enabled the young Rwandans to access technical and vocational skills in partnership with the Ministry of Youth. 450 youth have been trained under the KCB IGIRE program to date, which we expect to continue under the new BPR Bank, driving the agenda for the community empowerment. Banque Populaire, BPR, is also a historic bank in Rwanda that started operation in 1975, and it carries a similar legacy of community bank that created financial inclusion across various age groups in Rwanda. So these two organizations have the right synergies to come together and succeed, especially in this market where there is a need to provide various financial products and services to our population to foster not only economic development, but also improve quality of life for the population. A branch network of 154 and a customer base of almost 428,000 people is a considerable number for the new combined bank BPR Rwanda, which put you at the second largest bank in the country. These statistics should motivate the bank, the new bank, to go a step further and find digital financial solutions for the public to ease their businesses and provide low-cost credits that will enable the kind of growth required for the country's economic ambitions. Thank you to KCB Group once again for your continued investment of resources in Rwanda, and we look forward to further growth of BPR Bank Rwanda in the financial sector and the economy as a whole. As I conclude, I would like to emphasize that the government of Rwanda will continue to create an enabling environment for the financial sector in Rwanda and ensure that the majority of the unbanked Rwandan population have access to the banking services at affordable cost. With these few remarks, it is now my pleasure to declare the BPR Bank Rwanda officially launched. I thank you for your kind attention.
murakoze cyane nyakubahwa minisitiri